So Asante Kotoko began a bit of a resurgence in recent times, but they have lost to Hearts of Lions against an experienced coach and a newly promoted team. Hearts of Oak were in good scoring form. Let me start off with you, Edwin. Kotoko losing to Hearts of Lions, lone goal, frustrating day for them overall.
Frustrating, not a very good performance from Asante Kotoko. I felt that they were undone partly because the pitch was terrible. And also because Heart of Lions just stepped up. Bashir Ripford seems to step it up anytime he comes against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And this was just one of those times. And I don't think Kotoko should be too upset by it. Fine, it was a loss to start the second round. But prior to that, they had been unbeaten in their last 7 games, which had taken them very far up the table. So this was a blip coming back from such a long break. But they can improve, they can get better. They showed signs, particularly in the second half, with how they approached the Heart of Lions box. The passing seemed better, the attacks seemed more fluid, quicker. If they take this into future games, they will definitely get more points. I think this is just a blip, but credit to Heart of Lions for the way they played, the way they set up to frustrate and stifle Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It was important for them to get that win.
Hearts of Lions say that in the opening game, I think they had a goal disallowed in this same match.
Yes,
they insist that they should have won that game, that they were the better side. This must be some retribution for them.
For how far they are down the table, they needed the points. They showed that they were the ones who needed the points in this game.
True. Dennis?
Yeah, for me, one thing is prime. I feel the fact that Lions went back to Pando because they had not been playing there initially. And the fact that they went there, you know, they've had some great memories in the past on the Pando pitch.
Pando was a fortress.
It was actually a fortress. It reminds me of the Claddon Park at RT in Tamale. They were basically unbeatable there. So I think it contributed to one of the reasons why they won the game, because if you see how Kotoko's form had been before the break, they were actually on a great run, and coming into this game and losing was shocking to me. But I understand why, because I think Lions themselves they are at the bottom of the league table. They needed points, and I think going there, they were able to galvanize their fans, knowing that they came back home. I think it was the best way to return to the pitch that had been their major piece some time ago. So it was looking like they really wanted to win it. So I think it's just one of those games that you could see was a rough patch for Kotoko, and I think Lions deserve the points.
Well, if I'm Prosper, I'd be worried, because twice I haven't been able to beat a team. It means that you probably have to wait till next season. Maybe you might never even beat them next season. Hearts of Lions might not even be around next season.
But if you watch the game critically, I think that Mukwala had a few chances to score.
He did actually. He wasted a lot of them.
And that's my problem with Mukwala, because for all the names, for all the number of times he's been praised and all of that, you watch some of the games, you realize that he's sometimes profligating for the
He can be very inconsistent.
Exactly.
Very frustrating
so in
to
games
watch.
where you expect him to, because these are games that are very difficult, and the moment your striker doesn't live up to expectation, then you know that you
get one, two good chances maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
So
a few points about Hearts of Oak.
Yep. I was just coming.
Let's not kid ourselves. They needed this win. They needed to establish themselves right from the start of the second half. The first half of the season didn't go too well for them, but they ended it on a high. I think they were unbeaten in their last 3. But the point was that in those 3 games, they had only scored 2 goals. So they needed...
In fact, they've had goal-scoring issues all
season. So this, right at the start of the league, they needed to score goals. They needed to impose themselves. And they needed to give their fans signs that they are back, they are improving, they are in some good form. And they did exactly that. But this consistency...
Is this the Ouattara effect? Because now they have a new coach, and you know they've gone through quite a number of coaches in recent times. They go and bring Ouattara, he's Ivorian. All of a sudden, they get 3 goals on his first match day. Are we to read anything into that? Is it just the new manager bounce, or you feel like he's doing something right?
Look, if you are a Hearts of Oak fan, I don't think you should be too excited. 3 goals is fine. It's a good start. All you need is the consistency. If you put too much pressure on the team, too much pressure on the players, on the head coach right now, things might not... When things start dipping, you might be a little upset. So it's important to just look at the team, keep expectations low, and just hope that the team keeps improving in the games that they play.
Dennis?
Yeah, as to whether it's a flash in the pan, I don't know. I think only time will tell that. But I was shocked when I heard Hearts of Oak scored 3 goals because it's a team that has been struggling to score goals. So it was one of the major highlights for me for this weekend, the fact that they were able to, and the fact that Hamza Issa scored 2 of them.
Hamza is on fire.
He's on fire. And so it's good. And it's for every coach, if your strikers are scoring goals, it always gives you some level of confidence. So hopefully, at least for the Hearts of Oak fans like me, I'm impressed that we were able to score 3 goals today. So let's see whether I can get some consistency, because you see, for the Ghanaian league, the league now is the margins between the clubs. Even if you watch from the first to the 10th, the margins are very small.
Yep.
So if you're able to gather some few games, get some consistent results, you can move from the 9th position to the 4th.
I think they are 6 points away from 16th place.
Exactly,
and they are 8 points away from the top of the table.
Exactly. Yeah. So the margins are not that huge. I think that they can make amends. They will not win the league title, of course, but Hearts shouldn't be where they are. I expect them to
it needs to be better than this. Some of Godu won the league not so long ago. Let me read your messages that have been coming through, and then we'll take our first break